How you doing, pal? Hope I wasn't disturbing you. This is a bad time. I'll come back later, but this is pretty important. Name's Andrews. Hugh Andrews, but folks around here just call me Old Hugh. It's a pleasure to meet you. I mean that, a real honor. Oh yes, I know all about you. World-famous hunter, used to do some work for Wilderness Rescue, that group that travel around the world and defend folks from the world's most dangerous predators, right? Real heroes, all them folks, always willing to put their lives on the line, even in the face of certain danger. Tell you what, I've got some information I'm supposed to pass on to you, and nobody else. Urgent stuff, news about a good friend of yours and some folks who are in a terrible danger. But it's always been a dream of mine to hunt with a fella of your caliber. Maybe we can go shoot a few rounds and then I'll tell you everything you need to know. What do you say? How about you take me out and show me some of them skills of yours made you so famous around these parts? Well, come on, youngster. Think you can show a thing or two to Old Hugh, do you? Well, we'll just see about that. This here's bear country. Watch your step, young feller. Some of these suckers will rip your head off as soon as look at you. Maybe we should try some target practice. Here, why don't you give it a try? Hey, looky there. You found something. Come on, hotshot. Let's keep moving.
You do just fine on bottles. Let's try some real hunting. There's whitetail up ahead. Why don't you see if you can bag one? Flighty little things. You're gonna want to stay in the shadows and move real quiet like.
What do you think this is, a marathon holdup? Crap! Look at the claws on that kid. Say, pal, I'm running a little low on ammo. Would say you take care of him. I think buddy. Why don't you finish him off? Not to worry, not to worry. That was my wooden leg. I'll be fine. Doggone it. You gotta watch out for traps. Stand back, sonny. You done good, kid. That was some darn fine shooting. Guess now you're probably wanting that information I promised you, huh? I'm warning you, it ain't good news. It's about your old friend, your old hunting partner, Bill Lewis. What's that his wilderness rescue buddies nicknamed him? Oh yeah, Bullseye Bill. Well, Bullseye Bill's missing. Something went wrong on his last expedition and nobody's heard a word from him since. That's all I know. Overheard some fellas saying Wilderness Rescue is looking for you, 'cause if Bullseye is missing, chances are whoever he was rescuing still needs saving. So, I guess that's it, eh? Off to figure out what happened to your friend, aren't you? Probably be too much to ask to help somebody a little closer to home, ain't it? See, that's the reason I came looking for you. My niece and nephew went camping not far from here, and now they're missing too. I could really use your help, pal. Come on, pal, and keep a sharp eye. We got some rough terrain to cover, so we need to pack light. Come on, young feller. If anyone can get these kin of mine home in one piece, it's you. You hear that? Wolves running all over around here. I told that fool niece and nephew of mine not to come camping around here, but did they listen to old Hugh? No. Did you hear that, young feller? This here's where they made camp. Looks like we got some company. Ah! Ow! Thanks again, kid. Looks like you saved my old hide once again. That blasted critter sure did a job on the old wooden leg. I'm not gonna be able to move too quick after this. Maybe you should head up the ridge and snipe some of them brutes. Clear us a path to safety. Now let's figure out where those youngsters is holed up at. Nice work, Sonny. Nice work. Say, buddy, where'd you run off to? Hey. Looks like this is the end of the line. Betcha they're in here. Aaron, Danny, it's your old Uncle Hugh, and I brought some help.
Uncle Hugh!
I was worried you kids were goners. Now come on, let's get you two to safety before... Well, we're safe. So long as that bear's out there, campers are gonna be in danger.
Look, here's my advice. Why don't you head on back to the cave and take it real slow? We passed some wild boar tracks back there, and I'm betting you could take one down and use the meat to bait that ugly son of a gun. Good luck.
I guess it's up to you, partner. You need to put a stop to it. I guess you'll be taking off now on the trail of Bullseye Lewis. Now, if it were me, I'd try to find Bullseye's old guide. I reckon his guide's gonna know more about Bullseye than anybody else, except maybe for you. But what am I doing giving you advice? You probably got everything figured out already, don't you, buddy?
Excuse me? I'm guessing you're the one who chartered the flight to the African bush. I'm Abigail Pendleton. You can just call me Abby. Well, I suppose we should get moving. I was told you were in something of a rush. Oh, don't worry. It's actually sturdier than it looks. Most of the time anyway. You know anything about this village I'm taking you to? It's the home of Hamisi Akuna. He's pretty famous around these parts. Supposed to be one of the best hunting guides on the planet, second only to some bloke in Australia. Hamisi used to hunt with Bullseye Bill Lewis, and if you know anything about hunting, I'm sure you know about him. Of course, I hear Hamisi hasn't been the same since his last expedition. Heard something bad happened there. You better buckle up, pal, and hold on. It looks like we're in for a rough landing. That was a close call. Not a bad landing, all things considered. You okay? I twisted up my ankle pretty bad. I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up too well. Say, maybe you should go on ahead. Find some food and water in a safe area where we can rest. and take us out of this mess. all. You know, I wouldn't have made it if you hadn't returned when you did. That's not something I'll ever forget. Don't be a stranger. Maybe after you've seen whoever you need to see, and caught whatever it is you're hunting, you can come back and pay me a visit.
You are too late. I know who you seek. Hamisi Akuna, the great guide of famous hunters. But Hamisi will not see you. Hamisi Akuna cheat death, and now death hunt him. Bad spirits follow him. They seek to destroy Hamisi's home, this village. The spirits take the form of lions and attack us. Hamisi's wife decided to fight back. She went into the bush to silence these devils once and for all. But we hear nothing of her since. Now we fear she is lost too. You want to talk to Hamisi, find his woman, save this village. No, stranger, no guns. This is Holy Land. Gunfire already enraged these beasts. You must face the lions in the way of our fathers and our fathers' fathers. No gun, only bow and arrow. Hamisi Akuna has not been the same since he returned from his last hunting expedition. Something terrible happened here. If you want to speak to Hamisi, we must make haste. These are the beasts, terrorizing our village. Evil spirits, hidden in the form of the kings of the jungle. Strike them down, quickly. But something is not right here. These animals, their anger is aroused by something else. I do not anticipate being surprised.
as far as I can take you. You must make the rest of the journey on your own. But be very careful. Death hides in the bush and lurks around every bend. Good luck. May the God protect you.
This is how we hunt in my village. Blow darts. But be careful. These darts have a powerful tranquilizer on their tips. There's enough sedative on them to put down the angriest elephant or rhino. But if you even nick yourself, it will be lights out for you forever. Tread cautiously and quietly. It is best not to attract the attention of the elephants. They often react violently to intruders upon their territory. Get over here. I'm not doing this by myself. We must hurry if we have to catch up to the poachers. They are nervous, cowardly bunch, and they move camp frequently. Blast it full. This is the last thing we need right now.
What was that? Did you hear that? Ah, just the wind. Oi! What's that noise? You there? You're not supposed to be here.
That idiot has set up a stampede! And the elephants are heading toward my village! We need to stop them! Looks like someone left a trunk rifle in there. Good thing for us. I'll drive. You shoot! That was the last of them. Looks like you saved my village again. And you shut down that poaching operation. Good work, my friend. Good work. Well, you stopped the poachers, but you weren't in time to stop their boss. One of them said Benedict had business in India. Maybe you should head there and investigate exactly what that crook is up to. Godspeed, my friend, and be careful.
Hold on a minute, chap. No need to be hasty. I'm not one of those low-life poachers, if that's what you're thinking. I just thought I might salvage some of the supplies they left when they absconded into the night. I'm part of the group that helped run those nasty blighters out of here. Wilderness Rescue. Maybe you've heard of us? A worldwide rescue organization. We're the good guys. Wait a bloody minute. I recognize you. Core, you used to work with Wilderness Rescue. You and Bullseye Lewis. Why, you're a legend around here. The name's Dowling, Sport. Reginald Dowling. You can handle the trank gun, can't you? Well, come on. Let's get moving. Beautiful beasts, those Bingles. Beautiful. And deadly. Watch yourself. These kiddies are quick as lightning. I have a bad feeling. Help me. Where are you? Where'd you run off to? Awfully uneasy.
Reginald Dowling, come in.
Dowling here. I read you. Go on.
Trouble. A bear attack at the Wilderness Rescue campsite. We've got a train in him, but all that managed to do is piss him off. He's going berserk. You need to get over here, Dowling.
You hear that? I'm glad you showed up. Come on, there's no time to waste. Get out of here. Where'd you run off to? Careful! These poor sods have already been through the ringer. Last thing any of them needs is a bullet in the backside. Oh, now we got Nice shooting! I guess all those stories I've heard about you were true. Brilliant work, chap. Absolutely outstanding. So, your plan is to go after the brute that took down Bullseye, is it? Good show! Bloody shame about his guide Hamisi, isn't it? Still, nice to know he's not your only option. There's a geezer in the Australian outback, they say, can track a newt through a monsoon. Aboriginal bloke, name of Wiraki. I don't suppose you speak any of the Aboriginal languages, do you? Well, it's a good thing I do. I'd happily offer my services as translator, but there's one last thing I need to take care of for wilderness rescue. A child went missing not too far from here. It's come down to me to find her, and soon. We need to find that poor girl and find her fast. Keep an eye out for traps. Where'd you run off to? Good grief! Did you hear that? This makes me awfully uneasy. Look at that. No doubt it belongs to the child we seek. Help me out, old chum. Where are you? Where'd you run off to? Where'd you run off? What was that? Help me out, old chum. Where are you? I have a bad feeling about this. You hear that, chap? That's a human cry. We're getting close. The girl's just up ahead. Let's get moving. She's trying to warn us about something, but I can't for the life of me figure it out. Poor dear, I can't quite understand her, but I know she wants to go home. Let's get her to safety. Oh my! So that's what she's trying to warn us about. This mighty brute is a protected species, so we can't kill him. Of course, we do have every right to defend ourselves if attacked. Here's a thought. You take on our angry friend over there, and I'll get this little girl out of harm's way. Welcome to Australia. I want you to meet a mate of mine, Wiraki, best bloody guide on the planet. Wiraki, slow down. It's me, your old pal Reginald Dowling. Remember me? Oh, you're talking a little fast for me, chap. Come along, then. He says to follow him. Well, Wiraki is either inviting us to join some of his tribesmen for a giant, delicious crocodile dinner, Or he's saying that some of his tribesmen are lost in the outback and about to become a giant crocodile's delicious dinner. You know, chap, you should volunteer to save those tribesmen. Might be a good way to get on Wiraki's good side. This is Reginald Dowling. Do you read me, chap? Testing, testing. Is this thing on? Sorry you don't have much in the way of weapons, old chap, but it's frightfully important you bring Wiraki's tribesmen medical supplies, and you don't have enough room to carry it all. Pay careful attention to my directions, sport. You take one wrong turn on this trail, and it's curtains for you. Okay, veer left here. Wiraki tells me there's a pretty big pond you'll have to cross. I hope you're a good swimmer. Are you there? This is curious. We're seeing a lot of smoke in your vicinity. If there's a brush fire, you better get out of there. You're going to need to guide those natives back with you. And for heaven's sake, keep an eye out for stampeding animals. They don't like fire. Phew! You made it! I didn't have any doubts. And I also have no doubt that fire was set on purpose. We best watch our step henceforth. At least we'll have Wiraki with us as our guide. He agreed to accompany us as thanks for rescuing his friends. So what are we waiting for? Let's get this show on the road. Blast it all. I'm afraid my ankle has a nasty sprain from the fall. Don't worry, I'll keep up. As best I can, anyway. Oh, this is bleak. This is just the sort of cave where dingoes like to roam. It'd be nice if we had some sort of weapon. What's that? You kept a hunting knife stashed in your boot? By Jove, that's brilliant. Always thinking ahead, aren't you? This reminds me a bit of the hedge maze I used to explore as a boy in Wiltshire. Without the rampaging dingoes, of course. Ah! Get away! Horrid creatures! Flying rats is what they are! Take that dingo down! This looks dubious. What a dreary, desolate place. Wiraki, for heaven's sake, slow down. Not a second too soon. By Jove, we've clearly got a great team together. Now let's get to Siberia and take care of that bloody bear once and for all.
There they are, Mr. Benedict. I guess we're not as far ahead of them as we thought. They could get to the bear before we do. We better get a move on, shouldn't we, boss?
Not to worry. That village has been victimized by wild boar attacks. My adversary is tediously consistent. He'll do what he always does, and go after the boars, giving us the head start we need to bring down that monstrous bear.
Well, chap, it's not like you need the practice, but a sharpshooting refresher couldn't hurt now, could it? Not when you think about what we're soon going up against. Steady now. These wild boars are bigger than they look. Nasty-looking buggers, aren't they? Face like my ex-mother-in-law on that one. Dear, we're running dreadfully short on ammo. It's entirely possible I brought the wrong caliber. Not to worry, chap. There's a supply depot nearby. Of course, the problem is getting there, isn't it? We'll have to go on foot from here. I do confess I vastly preferred facing these balls from the safety of our helicopter. What I back to that helicopter. Look at that hog! Why, it's a hogzilla! That's a real hogzilla! thinning them out, chap. Good show. Come on, you lot! We've got a lot of territory to cover, and not much time! Hurry, we can't let ourselves be bested by some low-life poacher! Watch for traps. There's no telling what surprises that snake Benedict has left behind to trip us up. There's that blasted bear. This is all... Oh no! Oh crap. I'm sorry, chaps. He nailed me. Clawed the dickens out of me right in the belly. I'll be okay if I get some medical attention. Take care and be careful.
your guns. You're coming with us to watch me in my moment of triumph. The bear cave is up ahead, and I plan on blowing that monster to kingdom come. Oh, I'm sure you think that's cowardly and unsportsmanlike. You've always been foolishly preoccupied with fair play. Whatever gets the job done. That's my motto. Do you mind? I'm trying to...
Bear!
Oh my... You did it! Nice work, my friend. He says, great work, sport. Jolly good show. At least I think that's what he said. By God, it's the Yeti! What are you doing, man? Taking on the Yeti single-handedly? Are you mad? You said it, Wiraki. No doubt this is the bloody beast that brought down your friend Bullseye Bill. Nice work. To be honest, I wasn't sure if even you were going to get out of this one. Phew. I could use a nice long vacation after this. From the looks of things, you could too. Dowling here? Yes? Uh-huh. Oh dear. I see. Okay. That was a contact at Wilderness Rescue. It seems a party of biologists were attacked in the Amazon by a monstrous anaconda. An unkillable anaconda. Looks like our vacation will have to wait.